Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we have RotoGrip XL, aka Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, the most hooking ball I've ever thrown in my life. It hooks so much you might not be able to hit any pins to the right of the 7-pin. I'm just kidding, it's not the most hooking ball that we've ever made. It is a high-end, solid, asymmetric bowling ball, which means it's strong. Is it as strong as a gem or a magic gem? I don't think so, but it is a reincarnation of one of RotoGrip's best bowling balls, the Cell. I do have a Cell, but it's in Ohio, and we are located in Las Vegas. This ball was announced less than a week ago, so it's not like I had time to go, hey, can you send my Cell? I want to bounce around the lane like normal, throw some shots all over the place, talk about my feelings, my first impressions, and all the garbage that I normally say. All right, so we're just gonna fit in the bag. It's gonna be our big ball, top of the bag, right after the urethane ball in terms of strength or how early the ball hooks. Well, do I have this and gem in the bag at the same time? Most definitely not. If you have 6 bowling balls, I would pick either this one or the gem. I do think the gem is gonna be an earlier and a much stronger piece. It's gonna get offline quicker. I think this one's gonna be a little weaker, but a little smoother off of it. Of course, depending on how you drill it. But it flares a good amount, as do most asymmetric bowling balls do. Just throwing shots to the right, as we should at the beginning, because we don't want to get further left than we need to. We want to save oil in the front of the lane as we move, as we progress. If we're bowling league, a tournament, whatever the case may be. In a tournament, it doesn't matter. If you want to start left and you're moving lanes, do your thing. Just know that if there are any good bowlers behind you, and that's not the part of the lane that you probably should be playing off the rip, they're probably going to be mad. But if you're bowling league, especially a sport league, where they're a little flatter in the front, no oil, you definitely want to start further right, break the lanes down nice for yourself, so you can continue to score high through the night. I'm going to move in chunks of 5, because that's what two-handers do, and I'm now part two-hander, even though no two-handed shots in this video. Through that absolutely abysmal. Still hit the pocket. It's some kind of long pattern today. I'm not sure what the pattern is exactly. They hook really early, but as you can tell, even though it hooked early, it's still staying on line pretty long. So that tells me the pattern's probably pretty long. What do we do here on these longer patterns with these really strong bowling balls? It's really hard to tell when your ball's hooking early. Sometimes you might feel like you're just missing to the left. Honestly, yeah, I'm kind of in between right there. I don't know if I actually missed left or if my ball just hooked as soon as it hit the lane. I'm gonna move, but just keep that in mind. When the pattern is longer, there's typically less oil per board, so the oil is going to transition faster. So these big, strong bowling balls aren't always the best option on the longer patterns. Maybe early on if you feel like your ball's not hooking at all, but once the lanes transition and you start moving left and left and left, these bowling balls are gonna start gassing out because they're hooking too early. There's just not enough oil on the lane.
There ain't nothing like this right here. Got me seeing things crystal clear. So high, I can fly them all. It's gonna feel. There's a fire underneath my feet. Got me rolling like a river deep. Let it flow, 'cause I know.
So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep moving left until our ball starts to gas out. Then we're gonna start playing around with hand positions, and I'm gonna try to explain what we do and when a good time to change balls would be. It gets really tricky on the longer stuff because sometimes you can't really tell. Sometimes your ball is hooking early, but you're forcing it through that spot, so it's staying on line, but it just doesn't go through the pins the right way. That's a good indicator that your ball's not doing the right thing, is when you're hitting the pocket and you just keep hitting the pocket, but you can't carry. Your ball's not reading the lane the right way. Whether it's too early or too long, there's a window front to back that your ball needs to start reading in order to have good pin carry. So far, our pin carry is pretty good, so I'd like to think the ball's hooking in the right spot. is the tell right here. Even though we struck, that's got me thinking, did I throw it good enough? Is my ball doing the right thing? Quality of the shot wasn't the greatest, but I'm also paying attention to, you know, even though it cut the 10, hooking in that window just enough, but I might want to start thinking about either a move or a ball change. And like I said, I've been moving dots every shot. I have not played on this dot yet. There is no dot here, but I'm standing on 40 now. I'm gonna bump the speed down and maybe rotate it a touch more. Yeah, I gotta get there. That's pretty good. Got it to continue real nice. We found more oil in the front of the lane. Got the speed in a good spot. When that ball continues to the 8-pin like that, it's probably a good indicator that your ball is reading the lane the right way. You got plenty of energy. But again, like I said, we're moving dots. Haven't talked about the layout yet. We got a 4.5 by 5 by 4. Second zone of the dot that doesn't exist. It's a pin down layout for me. This one's gonna be pretty much first ball out of the bag. A ball that I'm gonna break the lanes down with. It flares a good amount, so I feel pretty confident that I can change the lanes the way I want to with this one. Not bad. Still pretty good. We got some area codes to go. Am I liking this for the long? Absolutely. I do feel like because it is a touch weaker than our magic gems and our gems, it's versatile. That's what it's screaming to me right now. And I do remember the original cell being fairly versatile. Guys throwing it across the lane. Where am I gonna stand now? We keep going. 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you gonna be playing here in League? I would hope not, but if you do get to this point, this could be an option. Okay.
I wanna go fast, forward. Just like that.
So sometimes when you're bowling on a pretty easy pattern, you get that Christmas tree shape, and there's a lot of hook towards the gutters. The reason why this isn't an ideal place to play in League is because there's a lot of hook in the front of the lane right here. And when you throw a big strong ball like the XL, and there's a lot of hook in the front, like there's built-in hook here, it doesn't get through that very easy. I don't recommend throwing this ball from super far left, but when you bowl on the sport patterns, when there's less hook there, there's more oil in the front of the lane, it'll be all right. As far as the arsenal is concerned, your big ASIM ball goes at the top of the bag. Slot number 1, slot number 2, somewhere up there. I think it's a pretty versatile piece. This is a ball I see myself throwing a lot on longer stuff. Also maybe on the shorter patterns if I have to get steep and I need a bigger ball to slow down as it's crossing the lane because the ball flares a lot. Let me get into a spot where I feel like I should be. This is the ideal zone for right now.
Like the moonlight to a ship that lost its way. Oh, you got
I think I like this one. This one's going in the bag. You know, we got Open Championships coming up this weekend. I haven't seen a lot of guys throw big balls, so I don't know if this is gonna be the one to play, but I'll definitely bring it to break the lanes down. My shirt's getting untucked because my pants don't fit. But yeah, let's see what else this thing can do. I wish I had a second one to bowl two-handed. I gotta work that in my contract. Anybody from Storm watching? Gary, can we get some more bowling balls so we can show the people more things? But yeah, XL, good for spreadsheets. XL is spreadsheet. Thank you, Roto Grip, for bringing us the spreadsheet. I mean, the XL. I do like this one, though. Let's rotate one. Let's see what that gives us. Do we get the big boom? Do we get the never hook? Do we get the hook super early and get offline? Considering the only leave so far has been a 9-pin, no 10 pins, knock on wood, it's not so bad. The screen is telling me that we've thrown different speeds, ranging from about 2.5 miles an hour. That's typically what you want when you're moving left and you're creating different angles, opening up your angles. You gotta give your ball enough time to slow down. This ball is gonna help it as it goes down the lane. This ball will slow down on its own because it is strong, but that's another adjustment you can make if your ball's not going through the pins. Find more oil, lower your ball speed, create more shape. Hook comes from axis rotation and ball speed. Rev rate is another factor, but those are the two main things that affect how much your ball curves, covers boards. This has been the Rotogrip XL. If you guys are interested in purchasing this, it comes out sometime in June, in the middle of June. So if you're interested, check out your local Storm VIP Pro Shop. I hope this video helped you out in figuring out what you need for your bag. And if you want to learn more about bowling, as always, we have howtobowl.com. Link in the description below. If you use my code DTANG at checkout, 20% off. We'll see you there.